Listen to Kovai Vani. Enjoy the podcast by our enthusiastic young residents. Kovai Care is the best place to retire.
Greetings to all Koivani listeners. We have with us today Mrs. Meena Ramji, who taught at the Mothers International School for over a decade and after that has partnered with her husband in their business. A soft spoken, multi talented person, she wishes to be a mother first. In her short but sweet talk, she takes us down memory lane, and I'm sure most of us will relate to what she has to say. Over to Meena Ramji.
Hello, everyone. I wish to take you back in time when there was no talk of global warming, waste management, air conditioners, recycling, alternate sources of energy, etc. Visualize a house in Madras surrounded by mango trees, coconut palms, and flowering plants in the early 1960s. The owner, my party, a stocky woman, put all these assets to unimaginable use and sustained a household. 2 cows in the backyard was a conscious addition by her eldest son, my dad. She went to school only until 3rd grade in Madurai, later got married and moved to Madras, had 6 children. 3 different types of mango trees, one exclusively for pickling. It would even smell sour, as I recall. The other for its most delicious ripe fruit, and the third for juice, etc. At least 2 different varieties of coconut palms. One was a red-orange variety, is all I remember. She did it all by design and a lot of intelligence. Think before you throw is what she practiced so diligently. It was all about optimal use of available resources. Recycle and reuse was the motto. She was well ahead of her time. The lone modern appliance in that house was a large Westinghouse refrigerator. It was always full of milk, butter, and curd. Let me take you through that time, as I recall. The froth from the freshly drawn milk was separated to use it as cure for mouth ulcers and the gut. This is high on vitamin B, I learnt much later in life. The vegetable washes and water from the kitchen sink would drain into the kitchen garden. No soaps allowed in the kitchen for washing vessels, only ash. Garden waste, kitchen waste, and cow dung were all composted. I recall small tempos coming to collect excess natural manure from our place. I'm sure it was good economics that party followed. After all, this gold was used for her garden too. Coconut fiber, cow dung cakes were used to fuel the boiler for heating up water for bathing. You now understand where the ash came from, right? The kitchen garden had broad beans, snake gourd, pumpkins, lemon trees, chilies, spinach, etc. Veggies picked from the garden was the menu for brunch. Everyone in the family knew their routine before they left for their respective school, college, or work. Picking parijatam, plucking a few vilva leaves, jasmine, kanakambaram, and various colorful and fragrant flowers for her puja was my job before I left for school. I did it like bonded labor then. I relive those times now with deep satisfaction of having done that then, albeit reluctantly. Party would collect parijatam after it's offered in the puja the next day for making bindi, called chand in Tamil. Party and her afternoon routines were amazing. Making mango juice, jams, and pickles. Made fries with rice, etc. Vadams. Made kajal and special oils for hair with the right herbs. made rasgullas and tertipal for the household, cause milk was always in plenty. Get the garden cleaned, pruning of flowering plants, and even to propagate some by grafting. She knew everything, I thought. Anything more than what we could use from the garden found its way to veggie vendors in Mylapore. As I dig into my little green patch around the house here in Coimbatore, who else could I think of? I'm extremely grateful to her for the home remedies she practiced. Illnesses like cold, fever, boils, headaches, or upset tummies. Party was so good at managing them at home successfully. There's just one thing I did not learn from her: to look prim and proper all day long in her 9 yards. Was it hot in Madras then? I wonder. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, Meena. That was simply great, making us sigh. Oh, those were the days. Hoping our listeners too enjoyed this podcast. Signing off on behalf of Koivani is Revati Bhaskar.
Thank you and stay tuned.